Okay. So what are the topics we have learned in the previous session? That is very, very important. So we're talking about fractions, right? We're talking about the fractions in the last session, about addition and subtraction of like fractions and unlike fractions. Simple. How to add like fractions? It is very easy. The denominators are same. You just add numerators. Am I right? Not? Okay. How to add like fractions? Just by adding their numerators and write the denominator. So we have given some examples. And 6 plus 7 plus 3 by 7. 6 by 7 plus 3 by 7. Both are like fractions, you know. You just add numerators as 6 plus 3, that equals to 9 by 7. Right. This is about the additions of like fractions. And also subtraction is very easy. But only the problem is unlike fractions, addition of unlike fractions. So we have already discussed about how to convert unlike fractions into like fractions for adding and subtracting. For subtraction, for addition. So in the last session, and we have learned how to convert unlike fractions into like fractions. Okay, how did we convert unlike fractions into like fraction? Srivardhan.
By right.
Srivardhan. Srivardhan, can you tell me? Unmute. Yeah. Srivardhan. Okay, Lasipriya.
We can convert unlike fractions into like fractions by writing equivalent fractions.
Yeah, by writing equivalent fractions. Very good. By writing them into unlike fraction, equivalent like fractions by taking LCM of denominators. Right? Yeah. By taking the LCM of denominators, you just convert unlike fractions into like fractions. And we have done in the last session and everything we have discussed about all those things. And today in this session, we'll discuss about multiplication of fractions and how to divide fractional numbers. Are you ready? Yeah, okay. How to multiply fractional numbers? How to multiply multiplication. So multiplication of fractional numbers. So to multiply of the fractional numbers, the only way is product of numerators by product of denominators. How to do the multiplication of fractional numbers? Just find the product of numerators by product of denominators. So you just have a aware of numerator and what is denominator. మీకు just numerators denominators తెలిస్తే మనం మల్టిప్లికేషన్స్ అనేవి చాలా ఈజీగా చేసేయచ్చు. ఏంటి ఎలా చేయాలి అంటే you just multiply numerators, product of numerators by product of you just please, who are they? Yeah. For example, 3 by 7 into 5 by 4. Okay, two fractions let us do, then after three fractions. 3 by 7 into 5 by 4. These are the two fractional numbers are multiplying now. How to multiply two fractional numbers? I just told you that already. To multiply two fractional numbers, you just multiply the numerators by multiply the denominators. Yeah, 3 into 5 by 7 into 4. 3 into 5 by 7 into 4. So 3 5s are 15 and 7 4s are 28. This is the product of 3 by 7 into 5 by 4. Just we multiply the product of, find the product of numerators and find the product of denominators. Now, let us know about how to multiply three fractional numbers. 1 by 5 into 2 by 3 into 6 by 10. There are three fractions. So here, number of fractions are not considered. How many fractions are there in the multiplication? You just do one thing. Multiply the numerators and find the product of denominators. The number of fractions are not mandatory here. We are not talking about the number of fractions. You just think about the process. What is the process of or procedure of multiplication of fractions? You just find the product of numerators by product of denominators. So what are the product of numerators? 1 into 2 into 6 by denominators 5 into 3 into 10. Next. 1 to 2, 2 6 are 12 by 5 3s are 15, 15 10s are 150. And also we have a chance, and if it is there any cuttings. Cuttings means common factors of numerator and denominators. You can cut them. You can take a common factors and we'll divide them here. See, now I have an idea. 3 1s, 3 2s. And the numerator and the denominator, if any common factors for the numerator and denominator, you can take them and simplify. Simplify cheyadaniki manaki idi upayogapడుతుంది. So take common factors and we will cut them. And now 2 తీసుకుందాం. 2 1s and 2 5s. So what is the left number, remaining numbers? 1 into 1 into 2. 1 into 1 into 2. Next 5 into 1 into 5. You just do it. 1 into 1 into 2 by 5 into 1 into 5. 1 1s are 1, 1 2s are 2 by 5 5s are 25. Okay. This is about multiplication of fractional numbers. What type of fractions they are given? Even mixed fraction also has come. Sometimes we can multiply even mixed fractions also. So one more, mixed fractions. 3 1 by 2 into 5 2 by 4. Sorry. 2 by 5. 3 1 by 2 into 5 2 by 5. These are the what are the fractions? They are mixed fractions. So now how to multiply mixed fractions? So mixed fractions converted into improper fractions. Otherwise we can't do anything. Kada? So you just convert them. You know how to convert. You know how to convert Vedasri. Ashmita, where are you? Are you there? How to convert improper mixed fraction into improper fraction? Can you tell me? Ashmita, unmute yourself and tell me how to. Ashmita. Ashmita, where are you?
Sir.
Video.
Sir.
Yeah, tell me how to convert improper fraction, mixed fraction into improper fraction. Can you see the mixed fraction on the board?
Yes, sir.
What is that?
3 1/2.
Yeah, convert into improper fraction. Is it a mixed fraction or any other fraction?
Mixed fraction.
Yes. How to convert this into improper fraction? Please tell me. Торга. So, okay, to convert a mixed fraction into improper fraction, you just multiply the denominator into whole number and add numerator. Denominator into whole number.
Whole number.
Add numerator. That means 2 3s are 6 plus 1. 7 by 2. This is the way we are convert mixed fraction into improper fraction. Not a whatever the mixed fraction, this is only the way to convert into the improper fraction. So see what to do to convert mixed fraction into improper fraction. You just multiply the denominator with whole number plus numerator by denominator. 7 by 2. In order to convert this mixed fraction into improper fraction, we get 7 by 2, right? And then Tarvata Balaji, you just keep quiet into convert this. 5 2 by 5. 5 2 by 5. Harshanandini, how to convert this? Can you tell me? Harshanandini, unmute yourself. Harshanandini. Okay. See, now to convert this mixed fraction into improper fraction, you just multiply the denominator with whole number and add a numerator. 5 5 is 25 plus 2. 27 by 5. Okay. Now they are in like this. Right? Find the product of numerators and then product of denominators. 7 into 27 by 2 into 5. Is there any common factors for the numerator and denominator? We can cut it, and otherwise you just multiply and write the result here. Clear? Is it clear, boys? You just multiply 7 into 27 and by 2 into 5, 10. How much number you get it? Can you tell me? 7 7 are 49. 1 to the 14 plus 4, 18 by 2 5 is 10. 189 by 10. Okay, I will not give much time to write. You just take one screenshot. Screenshot తీసుకోండి. Okay, this is about all the multiplication of fractional numbers. Okay. Next. Take one screenshot and write in the notebook. Have you taken our screenshot? Right. Otherwise, I will take it. I will rub the board. The next topic is division of fractions. Till now, we have learned the multiplication of fractions. This multiplication of fractions is product of numerators and by the product of denominators, right? And then after, immediately that multiplication of fractions, we need to have a division of fractions. So to do this division of fractions, there is no direct procedure. We could not divide a fraction by fraction directly. So now what to do for dividing a fractions by a fraction? Yes, there is another way. Yes. No. For example, we'll go for that. 16 divided by 2 by 8. 16 is the whole number and 2 by 8 is a fraction. Which type of fraction it is? Proper fraction. 2 and 8. Here the numerator is less than denominator. Numerator is less than denominator. So that it is proper fraction. Okay, anyway, that is not a proper, improper. We are not considered about that. But here the thing is how to divide 16 by 2 by 8. Is there any direct process to be 16 and right divisor place in 2 by 8? If you to divide it, that must be the whole number. Then only you can divide. You can able to divide. Okay, but what to do? Yes, we can divider, you can convert it into multiplication. Where it is not possible, we have some ways to be get to do or to complete the task. Right? We can use it some other way. Alternatives are there, you know. So we can use some other alternative. What is that? 16 multiply with reciprocal of 2 by 8. Oh my God, what is that? What is the meaning of reciprocal? Do you have an idea about the reciprocal? That we call it is nothing but multiplicative inverse. Multiplicative inverse. And additive inverse. You know that we already discussed about in the whole numbers. Sorry, integers. Integers నేర్చుకునేటప్పుడు మనం already additive inverse గురించి మాట్లాడుకున్నాం. Additive inverse is nothing but a. Additive inverse is minus a. A additive inverse is minus a. Minus a additive inverse is plus a. That's it. Plus a additive inverse is minus a. And minus a additive inverse is plus a. So, where did we use this? We used it in the subtraction of integers. Add with the additive inverse. Add with additive inverse. So, what is multiplicative inverse? The multiplicative inverse is nothing but you just multiply or just change the numerator as a denominator and a denominator as a numerator. Okay? What is the reciprocal? So 16 into చేశారు. Now reciprocal of 2 by 8 is 8 by 2. Since the reciprocal of 2 by 8, that is 8 by 2. Okay? Now you just, it is in the form of multiplication. You know what is how to do the multiplication, right? Product of numerators by product of denominators. 16 into 8. Where there is no denominator, there is a 1. You just assume that. But actually there is no denominator. Just assume that 1 is the denominator. Then it will be somewhat clear to you. So 1 into 2. Yeah. So we'll just get it also. 2 ones, 2 8s. 8 into 8. 64. I got it, Nana? So this is all about division of a whole number by fractional number. Now, the next one is divide a fractional number by whole number. Now I just changed commutative property use చేస్తున్నాను ఇక్కడ కదా commutative property అంటే అదే కదా. What is commutative? Convert, to interchange the places. If the result will not be changed, that the set of numbers are satisfies commutative property. So we already learned in the integers. Okay, anyway, Now, what is the reciprocal of 16? Only the second, what is the number and what is the fraction in the divisor? You can write reciprocal for that. Not for dividend. In every division, there are two terms, you know. In a division, there are two terms. First one is dividend and divisor. So the number or the fraction which is in the place of divisor, you just write the reciprocal for that. Reciprocal anedi danike rayali. Okay, ikkada what is there in the divisor place? 16. Yes. So what is the reciprocal of 16? 16, that means 16 by 1. So when write the reciprocal, it will be 2 by 8 into 1 by 16. 1 by 16. So 16, since reciprocal of 16 is 1 by 16. Okay, now it is in the form of multiplication. Multiplication 2 into 1 by 8 into 16. 2 ones are 2 by, so sorry, if it is any cuttings, you can cut it. 2 ones, 2 eights. 1 ones are 1, 8 eights are 64. But here value is 64 whole number, but here value is 1 by 64 is a fractional number. Here the whole number is divided by a fraction, but here fraction is divided by a whole number. Okay? Yes. Next, we will go for that. Next, fraction by another fraction. One more topic is fraction by another fraction. Take one screenshot. Right, okay. Next example 3. So one is finished about the whole number by a fractional number and the division of a fractional number by a whole number. Next, two fractional numbers. The fractional number divided by another fractional number. 3 by 6 divided by 2 by 5. 3 by 6 is divided by 2 by 5. Both are fractional numbers. Simple thing. What is the denominator? What is the fraction or whole number in the divisor place? We should write the reciprocal for that, as we learned just now, right? So manaki ikkada unnatuvanti 2 by 5 reciprocal manu raskundam. Enduku? You just multiply with that reciprocal. So we don't have a possibility to directly divide it, a fractional number by another fractional number. Fractions to manu divide anevi cheyalemu. But there is another alternative. What is that? You just multiply with the reciprocal. That value is equals to division. 3 by 6 into the reciprocal of 2 by 5 is 5 by 2. Just write since the reciprocal of 2 by 5, that is 5 by 2. Let's multiply. 3 into 5 by 6 into 2. 3 by is 15 and 6 2 is 12. If is there any common factors, you can take it. 3 5s, 3 4s. 5 by 4. Even if mixed fractions, you just convert them into improper fraction. and you use the same procedure, same process to divide all the fractional number by fractional numbers. What happened, boys? So this is all about today session. And if you raise your hand, then I will give